on to Nelly. I know he's been in the headlines a lot lately, and this time he's being, sued for sexual assault again. Now, back in 2017, no, I don't know. I'm really, really touchy on the subject because I'm going to tell you the story and then I'll give my honest opinion on it. But basically, in 2017, he was accused of raping a woman, I'm not going to say her name, on his tour bus. So she refused to file charges or, go through testifying, so they dropped it. She then returned back to court to sue him for defamation, but she never went to the initial, court date. So it's been crazy. But the new allegation is basically kind of similar, but this time it was after a meet and greet. I'm not going to get into all the details of it, but Nelly did make a statement about it. I just want to read it, and then we'll discuss what we think, because you're an artist too, so I know how girls get when they're on the road, and so there's always two sides to a story. So I kind of just want to get into that, and maybe if you have any tips on how they can protect themselves from scenarios like this, because definitely it's becoming more and more common. Not saying that it doesn't happen for real, but sometimes it's not for real, and our victims who are really undergoing that, they don't want to come forward because they don't want to be ridiculed, people won't believe them. So definitely, I do believe if something did happen, we should definitely say it. If I'm a woman too, so rights to our own body, but let's be realistic. Some people, it's a meal ticket.
Okay, but let's not be focused on sexual assault and harassment on women being a meal ticket, because sometimes it's not. We need to treat it as if it's rarely false accusations, but a lot of times it's true. And I know many people, things have happened to them and they haven't spoken on it to this day. Like, it's just men and women, because it may be so embarrassing. They may feel like people will judge them for how they reacted and handled it. So it's very touchy, but we must be sensitive and have an open ear to anyone who opens their mouth and accuses someone. Well, at the same time, these artists need to not be so shown, just trying to get up and crawl up in anything. Like, you have to think about, like, okay, she look like, not even she look like, just be smart about the women you choose to lay down with. Because if I feel like you be hunching everything and I need help and I'm one of those women who don't want to work hard, I want to work lazy, and you a dummy, I'm going to use you. But that's rare. No, I'm not going to say that's rare, but a lot of times when people make those accusations, there's some truth to it. So I don't really want people to think that a lot of these things are lies. And by the way, Bill Cosby being taken down by all the white women, that's his fault. Anyway, so
Listen.
now,
Moving on.
wait. Now listen, Lucky C, our other guest, has stepped in the building. I don't know, we talking about some controversial stuff. I don't know if he want to come into this fire or he want to keep sipping on his drink till it's his time.
My boy just like me.
Them Dade County.
He about that life.
Them Dade County dudes don't play. They come into the pressure. Come on, DJ Lucky C is in the building. Let's welcome him.
Let's go, man.
Look. My right hand. Listen, I'm trying to make up. I'm trying to make up for not snapping on my left hand.
Hey, now, what's happening?
All right. Yeah, so, we had a whole program of when you are to come in, but we just can't have you sitting. So, we don't brought you into the fight.
I'm here. Let's do it.
All right.
Well, okay, before we move on, right? So I want to ask Lucky C this.
Ooh.
Since we're talking about, women in the work environment, because you're an artist, you're a DJ, that's your work environment. How do you feel that you elude problems like this? Like, what do you guys do? Because I've never heard anything crazy about you guys, so y'all must be doing something right. So what is it that they can do, or signs they can look for? Because I think the brothers out there need some help. I think
giving
so.
tips to the dudes?
To the dudes, to avoid being in a situation like this, because it can happen to anybody, right?
When it's false, or okay.
No, before you even
get, because I'm sorry, we already know when things are kind of going left. You may not say anything.
Just what to do to avoid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you know
How do
when
you
you're
keep your
getting
head-
consent?
You wanna go first?
I'll take on.
Okay, let me hear your
I
thoughts.
think for dudes, like you just gotta, anything you do, you just gotta keep your head on a swivel. Just always pay attention. And now, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these girls are thirstier than ever, you know what I'm saying? So if a girl is just extra like, oh come on, like why you, like that should be a red flag right there. I feel like sometimes, more times than not, dudes don't think with the right head, you know what I'm saying? So I think just gotta make more better decisions when it comes to that. If a girl is just extra thirsty, just be a little cautious with that, because that might be a red flag.
Okay. Listen, that's facts. You want to be safe. You want to be careful out there because you never know. And what do you have to say first?
I mean, like you said, it's a job too, like as being an artist or being a DJ. So I guess like just like you said, making wise decisions. Like if you was at work and there was a girl going, like you had an opportunity to do something, you just kind of gotta think in the back of your mind like, yo, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta know how to have it, like how to make a difference with it. like, all right, this is about fun and this is
Coworker,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Okay. That's a good way to look at it, though.
Look at it like that, though, because most of the time, though, like you said, these girls these days, they really just distractions. Especially if you focus on this, what you got to do, you know most of these girls is a distraction. So
And
you just got to play it right. You know?
If they see you on the rise and they, you know,
Yeah.
if they know,
They want to
got a
get,
good,
they want to
good
get
idea,
chosen.
Yeah, they gonna throw it. You know,
If
They
they know,
chosen.
they know how to.
it's gonna be a lot of throwing at you, but you just gotta know what to catch, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Is
y'all
it-
need to eliminate phones too. Like,
But you know, I be wanting to say like probably like once a week I want to throw my phone away.
Yeah,
I be feeling like that, like I don't want to have a phone no more, but it's a way of communication.
but I'm saying when y'all chilling with like random or artists are chilling with random females, like that you don't know much about.
I mean, it's
I don't
not
really
your
think you
phone.
should.
It should be her phone, guys.
Yeah, her phone.
Like, her
Yeah,
phone
her
definitely.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Y'all
Oh,
should make
top.
her eliminate phones. Cause if she willing to put her phone away, that means she's willing to do whatever y'all there for. Because
Yeah,
if
that's
you
game right there.
if you
That's
tell me,
game.
because if you tell me put my phone away, I'm like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, but if she react like that, that's another red
That's
flag.
another red flag. Yeah, you gotta pick the flags for real.
Peep the flags. Don't just be so eager.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, so you tell us about Queen Michelle.
Yes, so moving on to this wonderful woman. I just love her. I think everyone loves her. I'm happy to have her to look up to. Happy to tell my kids about her. Just everything.
They say I used to look like her.
Everything.
They did.
But she has a new book out, and it's basically her memoirs. It's a really good book, and it talks about her life from like being raised in the ghetto in Chicago to going to Princeton, Harvard.
First lady raised in the ghetto.
Yes, definitely. She also talked about, I don't want to say the pressure, but always thinking to herself, is she good enough? Is she good enough? Because remember, there's no one for her to model after. We don't have another first lady that she can be like and take notes. So she was the one that, and she never missed that. There was never a scandal. There was never anything.
You can't have scared.
Listen, she did what she was supposed to do, but she even got candid and said that her and Barack, they had to go to counseling. And, you know, we were talking about mental health and things like that, and I think counseling, we have such a stigma on going to it. But I'm happy that she revealed that in the book because it shows you, like, sometimes you do need help. It's not about the money and everything because a lot of times people get divorced and have issues, financial issues. We know they have the money. So what can it be that they have problems with? So they went to therapy and things like that. So you guys make sure, check out the book. It's
Y'all know
really
y'all
good.
shocked they went to therapy, but it shows how
It's-
real they are.
It's not scandalous, so if that's what you're looking for, this is not the book. But it's definitely
Counseling
something,
is healthy.
something that can show you about counseling, about how she navigated through the White House. She actually didn't think that he was going to win. She supported him, and I just want to touch on that too. She
Who would have thought the
supported
black
him.
guy was
Yeah,
gonna
for real.
She definitely supported him. So, ladies, when you're in a relationship and you know they come home with these big dreams and you think it's ridiculous, you just never know. You know what I mean? So definitely, you want to be supportive of your spouse, and I think her support really helped him as well. I mean, we joined in on the later half, but you have to think of
And
it.
she's a smart woman.
Yeah, you have to think of it from the beginning when she was there and he was just like now coming out of college and things like that. So even though she didn't necessarily see the vision, she supported it. So definitely, she's always in my heart. I love her. I pray for her at night like we're family. So definitely.
Wait, they even mentioned another shocker other than her and Barack in counseling. But I think they had Malia and what's the other one? Sasha Malaya
In vitro.
whatever. They had through IVF. I was so it's like a lot of real, genuine, everyday people stuff that went on with the Obamas. So it just makes me like admire them even more as our first lady and president, forever
They're
president.
still my president.
Still.
Angela Ryan, work to Angela Ryan.
Angela Ryan, yeah, she said it first. Okay, now moving on from Michelle Obama, y'all make sure y'all get that book. Support.
I'm talking about Nas.
Oh,
So he has a new little film. It's like 16 minutes long on YouTube. I was gonna get real into it, but I really want you guys to look at it, and then next week we'll come back and really talk about it. But the imagery in it, it's one of those things where we always say, why aren't artists using their platform to say things? He's saying everything that we're not saying or that we always wanted people to say. You know, in there he's like, you know, why are they afraid of us? They're showing like police shootings. It's really
I need to
really
check that out
good.
today.
You need to check it out. You can go on, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong because I have an accent, but I think it's NasirJones.com. Or you can look it up on YouTube, and it's the name of the film is called Nasir. It's 16 minutes long, and again, everything that we always wanted for the culture, that we always talk about people aren't saying and aren't doing, it's in this video in these 16 minutes. So be sure to check that out. Let me know.